The Wicked Edition with Dr. Kingori and the Guesswork CEO, Kinya Jui.
The Kisumu County Assembly specializes in stimulants, to be specific, concentrated coffee,
where humor meets sense.
Moses Kuria alinitwanga hapa serious.
Soldiers wanakuanga wameka polisi hivi. Mbona nyinyi mkimbiangi mkituona?
The Wicked Edition. Every Friday at 7:30 p.m. only on NTV.
Change can be disruptive, but Business Daily has got you covered from Monday to Friday. Get evolving trends, ingenious business ideas, and the latest tech content in the new market dynamic, and exciting lifestyle content in the new normal environment. Business Daily. More possibilities.
They recognize that there is no wall that you can build that can keep the enemy away from you if God doesn't keep you safe. And that's a big lesson for us.
We encourage pregnant mothers to attend antenatal clinics and deliver in hospitals. People on long-term care, such as those with diabetes, hypertension, HIV, and TB, are encouraged to keep attending their clinics for follow-up and taking medication as recommended by their doctors. Let's protect the elderly, ourselves, and everyone by adhering to the COVID-19 preventive measures this festive season. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the European Union, the Government of Canada, and Amref Health Africa.
Maritime tips brought to you by Kenya Maritime Authority. About Kenya Maritime Authority. The Kenya Maritime Authority, KMA, ensures maritime safety and security, promotes prevention of marine pollution, promotes the preservation of marine environment, coordinates maritime search and rescue for ships and vessels in distress at sea, promotes maritime education and training, creates an enabling environment for shipping and maritime trade. Learn more about shipping, the blue economy and maritime activities by visiting us at www.kma.go.ke. Kenya Maritime Authority, for safe and efficient water transport.
We offer medical, health, hospitality, IT, business, fashion. Admissions are now open.
That's when she replied, "Give me one good reason to stay with you." Nikamtumia 100 reasons to be my boo. Akanisho unabonga sana kwa text lakini in real life when I'm timid. Hapo nika get minutes ya kupaint picture vivid. Akasema ati I'm in demand. Unadhani DM yangu ni MB? Kumbe nilikuwa nishasotiwa na 100 MB.
Call, SMS and browse from only 10 shillings with Telkom. Now that's power. Telkom, moving with you.
We offer courses in journalism, business management, human resource, ICT, among others. For more information, contact us on the details on your screen.
This is NTV.
afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us. You're watching NTV at 1 on this last day of the year 2020. It has been quite a year, but we'll be taking a look at the stories making headlines around the country and beyond as well. And we begin in Msambweni, where Deputy President William Ruto is currently attending the homecoming party of the new elected Member of Parliament for Msambweni, Faisal Bader. And these are the live pictures we are getting from that event at this particular moment. You know, Bader was actually last week sworn in as the Member of Parliament days after clinching that particular seat. The shot swearing in ceremony was presided over by National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi. You can see there the leaders already at the podium speaking at the event. Let's just get a feel and a listening to what exactly is being said right now.
Wa kaunti hii ya Kwale, gavana wetu Salim Mvurya, wabunge ambao umefuatana nao na maseneta itifaki yote kutambuliwa, mabibi na mabana, assalamu alaikum. Mimi kwa majina ni Ali Adalamondo na mimi ndiyo mwenyeji katika wodi hii ya Ukunda. Langu ni moja tu. Nataka kumkumbusha naibu wa rais na kumfahamisha kwamba safari yake kwenda State House ni rahisi sana kushinda safari ya kwenda Kanani, kwa sababu basi la Kanani limesimama na dereva ameshuka, amerudi Misri, anaenda kuandika mkataba wa kujenga madaraja. Sisi watu wa Kwale tunasema umetuheshimu hasa kwa kuchagua leo kuja kupendua mwaka, na sisi tumefundishwa na gavana wetu Salim Mvurya, kule kunakotoka wema turudishe wema. 2022 tutashikana na wewe unyo kwa unyo, tuwanyoroshe kama vile tumefanya Msambweni. Mheshimiwa Rais, nikimalizia, sisi watu wa Pwani kwa miaka 57 tumetafuta kiongozi kinara wa sauti ya watu wa Pwani, lakini tarehe 15 Disemba tunataka kukufahamisha tumempata rasmi Mheshimiwa gavana wa kaunti hii Salim Mvurya. Tunakukabidhi uende naye Nairobi akuwe deputy kwenye safari yako ya 2022. Salim Mvurya anaweza na sisi tuko nyuma yake. Kwale oye! Mungu ibariki Kenya, Mungu ibariki Kwale, na Mungu wabariki viongozi wa Kwale. Asante.
Msambweni oye! Feswali oye! Haya, asante sana. Kwa sababu ya agenda, kina mama siku hizi usipowaita utakuta mswada kule bunge. Namuuliza mama kutoka Bongwe Gombato, mama Fatuma Nchizumo, dakika zako 2 mama, kwa hisani na taadhima na kuomba mama uzungumze. Karibu mama, asante.
Asante Mheshimiwa Mshenga, Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, Mheshimiwa Gavana wetu mpendwa wa Kwale, Deputy Gavana wetu, waheshimiwa wote walioandamana hapa, wakahaji wa Kwale, mabibi na mabwana, asalamu alaikum. Ndugu wa Kristo, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwale hoye! Kwale hoye! Gavana Mvurya hoye! Feswali hoye! Timu Asela hoye! Mimi ndugu zangu natoa shukrani zangu za dhati kwa Mwenyezi Mungu kwanza aliyetufisha hapa mchana wa leo na kuja kufanya hii sherehe. Shukrani yangu ya pili naipa Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais kuangalia kaunti zote 47, lakini akaangalia kaunti ya Kwale, kaunti 002, akasema anakuja arushe mwaka hapa. Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, twakushukuru, twasema asante. Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, nashukuru Mheshimiwa Gavana wetu mchapa kazi.
There you have it, some of the political leaders from the region attending the homecoming ceremony of the new installed Member of Parliament for Msambweni, Faisal Bader. The Deputy President, William Ruto, is currently actually in that event. We'll be also listening to what the Deputy President will be saying. Let's now head over to Eldoret, where our reporter Gabriel Kudaka is. Gabriel, how are the people of Uasin Gishu planning to usher in the new year?
Well, indeed, the year 2020 is like no other year, Zainab. It's a year when the country experienced an outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic that took a toll on health and economic sectors. And I'm not at the level of Uasin Gishu County here telling me what their expectations are about the new year.
Asante sana. Majina yangu ni Askofu Peter Simo, mwenyekiti wa wachungaji hapa katika mji wa Uasin Gishu Eldoret. Na we have a very great expectation in 2021. And but before that, this year 2020 imekuwa ni mwaka mgumu sana after the COVID-19. Alafu kumekuwa na mambo ya siasa ya BBI, kumekuwa na mambo ya hapa na pale, uchumi merudi chini, shule zilikuwa zimefungwa. We have struggled this year, but I know for sure kwamba whatever we are expecting is different. Ya kwamba mwaka kesho hii 2021 itakuwa ni mwaka tofauti sana na mwaka huu. Na to sum that up ni kwamba hata leo hii katika Uasin Gishu after a long time mvua imenyesha.
Asante sana. Asante sana. Sheikh, je, tuambie pia hali vipi? Hali ilikuwa inasema tarajia.
Kwa hakika mwaka huu tumekuwa na mwaka wa mitihani na kisirani kikubwa katika dunia na taifa letu la Kenya. Ukumbuke tulikuwa na nzige, kutoka nzige ikaingia corona imetusukuma mpaka sasa, lakini matarajio yetu tunaanza leo, kwa sababu leo ndio tutaruka mwaka. Kuanzia leo tuombe Mwenyezi Mungu kuwe na mabadiliko, tusonge mbele. Na mabadiliko ambayo tunataka kuwe na mabadiliko ya kijamii, mabadiliko ya siasa safi, mabadiliko ya kila kitu. Tuombe Mwenyezi Mungu kutakuwa ni safi, kwa sababu bila ya afya mzuri hakuna kitakachofanyika. Kwa hivyo maombi, makanisa yote, madhehebu yote, tulieni leo tulie, kwa sababu ni siku ya mwisho. Mungu atuletee baraka kwa mwaka mpya utakao.
Asante Sheikh. Dada wako ulikuwa jina sasa hivi.
Okay. Enyewe year 2020 imekuwa so tough, but as we welcome the new year, we pray that God be with us. As we usher a new year, we are expecting a lot. Those who don't have jobs, at least tupate chance ya kupata kazi. Wenye wali lose kazi zao, at least tuko na matumaini makubwa. As the year begins, we expect a lot, so God be with us. Thank you.
Thank you. You are anyone for this year?
My expectations is that just God sees us through this year. 2020 has been rough, but we pray that 2021 will be a better year for each and every one of us. I just want to wish all the Kenyans a happy new year. Let love win. Happy new year.
Zainab, those are some of the expectations from the residents of Uasin Gishu County, and as you've heard, it trended today after several months of dry season, and indication that we're going to have a good year. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Gabriel from Eldred. And of course, a lot of expectation for the upcoming year. Would like to also hear from you. How are you expecting? What are your expectations for 2021, despite the hurdles that we faced this year? Talk to us on our social media platforms at NTV Kenya. Now, the Council of Governors has expressed optimism for the new year 2021 as the country awaits the first batch of COVID-19 Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. COG Chair Governor Wycliffe Oparanya says 2021 brings with a new dawn and hope for Kenyans who are grappling with the socio-economic effects of the pandemic.
This year has been a very difficult year. This is the year that we have had coronavirus, the COVID-19. Unfortunately, we have lost many Kenyans. Nearly at the moment, nearly 2,000 Kenyans have lost their lives. Coronavirus has affected us. It has created a national financial crisis. And we hope that with the discovery of the vaccine, we will now be through with it. But Kenyans have been very resilient because they have been involved in various committees at the national level and at the county level. And I think this has shown that Kenyans must all work together. Whether you are national government, county government must work together if there is such a national issue. And we have gone through this because of our working together at the national level and at the county level.
Well, away from that, we also have Kevin Selu from Makueni County, also just getting views from residents of the area on how the expectations of the new year that is upcoming. Just what, I believe next 16 hours, Kevin?
Thank you very much, Zainab. Joining you live. I'm joining you live from Kangundo. This is in Machakos County, and here we have different category of people from this area who are trying maybe to try to end their year through maybe playing football, as you can see just behind me. And we are going to be joined by some of the residents from this area, maybe to tell us how they are going to, how they are prepared maybe to join the new year come a few hours to come. Maybe I'm going to be joined by one of the residents, maybe to tell me how are you planning maybe to join the new year?
My name's Hezbon Chalo from Kangundo constituency, the youth representative. Currently we are in Kangundo High School, Kangundo constituency, ready to usher the new year. 2020 has been a very hard year. We expect the government to empower the young people. We expect the economy of this country to grow up. We expect more jobs for our young people who have been out of jobs. So we expect a lot from the government.
We're also going to be joined by another young person here who is going maybe to tell us how he's going to cross the new year.
Yes, my name's Honorable Charles Muvamuli. I come from Kangundo West, within Kangundo constituency. Today we are here in Kangundo High School, in particular to be entertained by our young men as we watch the games of football sponsored by the CDF office, courtesy of Honorable Fabian Chulemuli. My expectations for the new year 2021, you know, we are coming from a very difficult year. 2020 was rather a very difficult year. We had the pandemic, corona pandemic. Things were not very easy, especially for business people. Very many businesses have collapsed or underperformed. We know that 2021 is not going to be easy because the effects, we are going to have the effects jumping over to the new year. It is going to be difficult, especially for parents. We expect that government is going to mitigate in one way or the other, because parents are not going to have it easy. As we are going to see students flocking back to schools next week, we expect that government is going to mitigate in one way or the other, so that it's going to be easier for parents to have their children go to school. Also, we expect that the mitigation measures which government extended to businesses when the pandemic struck are going to be extended. It's not yet over. The fact that we are going to 2021, the pandemic does not know that we are entering a new year. These mitigations should be extended until businesses pick back. Yes, so my expectations are that the government should not expect a lot to carry on a lot of maybe development projects. We are still in the season of mitigations. Yes.
Thank you very much, Zainab. Those are some of mixed reactions from here in Kangundo. How people are expected, how are they expecting to cross over to the new year just a few hours from now. Back to you in studio.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, there from Machakos County. Well, I think I'm a bit behind, or yeah, I'm actually a bit behind. They said 16 hours, but it's actually in the next 11 hours. Then that's when we'll be crossing to the next year. Well, as preparations for the resumption of learning continue ahead of next Monday, officials in various counties are calling on the government to ensure the smooth transition back to learning, particularly in upholding health protocols to prevent the spread of COVID-19. They also addressed the issue of teen pregnancies, as Ngina Kirari now tells us.
The anticipated reopening of schools slated for January 4th, 2021 has necessitated the close monitoring of learning institutions to ensure that safety protocols are upheld.
Waangaliwe vilivyo, wapatiwe barakoa. Ikiwa ni classes zetu zifanyiwe expansion, ndio tuwe na social distancing.
Protection of teachers who are on the front line in administering learning during the pandemic has also been highlighted by education stakeholders. During the pandemic, the issue of teenage pregnancies being on the rise took center stage. Those preying on school-going girls have been warned by officials to stop derailing their future.
Wait for our children, let them
have an opportunity to study and then wakuja wachangie maendeleo katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Lakini tukiwavunja mguu kabla wamalize safari yao, that one destabilizes them.
The County Commissioner adds that all COVID-19 preventive measures, as outlined by the Ministry of Health, have been met by majority of schools within the county. Education CS Professor George Magoha had earlier stated that no student should face discrimination upon resumption of learning. Gena Kirori, NTV.
And of course, in just a moment, we'll be getting to you exactly what parents and learners have to say with our Helen Aura, who is out in the Central Business District here in Nairobi, getting their views on the same. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back.
Oya cheki, kuna vile sasa muziki manze, kuna vile inajipa manze, yani na cheki haimaanishi tu tunajibamba, yani very regular.
Kitu ya muhimu kwanza ni kujua hali yako ya status ya HIV.
Kwa hapa hivi tuwapeleke na Rieng, tujue venye manze tutasaidiana si kama vijana. Na kama unaogopa kwenda pale hivi kwa clinic, unaweza pitia pale hivi kwa chemist ya mtaa, uitishe a self test kit na wanauza 500 bob only. Unajitestia tu mtaani, unajua hali yako.
Manze unaweza patikana nayo, yani uko positive manze, usiogope. Kuna madawa yani jo, kuna counseling manze, unaweza kula fit yani, alafu unaweza piga bado ma exercises kiasi hivi. Na kama nyewe manze ukiweza patikana yani hauna manze, usiasie tu unaenda kutafuta tena.
Cheki. Ukiweza abstain.
Lakini maji yakizidi unga,
wrap it before you tap it.
La bila gloves haiwezi. Rieng ni kujijua.
Unapoendelea kujikinga kutokana na HIV, tafadhali zingatia taratibu zote za serikali za kujikinga na virusi vya corona.
Afya bora, maisha bora. Jipime, jiinue.
This Christmas, Quickmart wamesema wacha trolley isuffocate, wacha trolley ichoke. Jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi ipambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa? Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi! Guy! What the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
Alright, thank you for staying with us. You're watching NTV at 1. Now, we toured around the country in search of your views on how we're going to say goodbye to 2021 and to 2020 and hello to 2021. And here's what you had to say.
1, 2, 3 zenye inawezaonekana juu the whole of 2020 is like kulikuwa na mashida tu hivi ya corona na nini ikakuwa ikaribu biashara. So I hope kama Mola amejalia by 2021 kila kitu kitakuwa fiti na tutaendelea na vitu zetu vile tulikuwa tunafanya kama kawaida.
The year 2020 has been a little tough for all of us because these COVID issues. The businesses are really down here in Kisumu, and I hope that in 2021 they increase, and hope that everything gets well soon in Kenya over here.
And we pray that next year will be a good day from this year is very tough year, and we know that next year will be a good year.
Rais na serikali kuu come to next year watujali sisi bana, tumeumia sana sisi wananchi wa chini. Although ni mwaka wenye unakuja, nadhani utakuwa siasa. Sasa naomba wanasiasa na viongozi entire government wasiangalie siasa sana.
Well, a section of Amani National Congress Party members are calling on Deputy President William Ruto not to support a candidate in the Matungu constituency by-election. Sabatia Member of Parliament Alfred Agoy says this would amount to disrespecting the president, since Jubilee Party has indicated that it may not be fielding a candidate.
Tunasikia fununu kwamba Jubilee hawatafield candidate. Watawacha kwa sababu wanataka watu Matungu waendelee na chama cha ANC kwa sababu hiyo kwa chama kiti yetu. Hatujasikia wana field na tunangojea tuone. Na kama hawajafield candidate na deputy president anachukua pesa anaweka kwa independent candidate, hiyo ni kuonyesha kukosa heshima kwa rais wa nchi hii, kwa sababu yeye kama principal assistant wa rais nitakana nafuata ile maagizo rais anampea. Na mimi sifikiri kama Jubilee haijafield candidate kwa chama cha Jubilee na yeye anaenda kufield candidate kwa chama cha independent, anafuata maagizo ya rais na huyu na yeye ndio kiongozi wake.
Meanwhile, 2 people have died in an accident along the Kajiado-Mashuru Road, which involved a probox and a motorcycle. According to eyewitnesses, the middle-aged motorcycle rider was evading livestock when he swerved into the opposite lane, crashing head-on with an oncoming vehicle. The motorcycle rider and his passenger died on the spot, while the probox driver sustained injuries and was rushed to the Kajiado Referral Hospital for treatment. Kajiado Police Central Sub-County Commander Daudi Loronyokwe is urging all road users to observe traffic rules to avoid accidents. Bodies of the deceased have been taken to Kajiado Referral Hospital morgue. Well, a police vehicle belonging to Ndumuru Police Station in Igembe, North Sub-County of Meru County, has been stoned by an angry mob at Antobetwe area within the same sub-county. This happened when police officers from Lare Police Station were using the said police vehicle went to pick a suspect of robbery with violence at Lesuti Police Post before being ambushed. Leila Mohammed has that report.
The OCS Lare Police Station Ezra Sambu says that the robbery with violence suspect had been arrested on Wednesday evening in Antobetwe area after committing several robberies at Kabachi area within the same sub-county. Drama started Thursday morning at the said Lesuti Police Post when one of the suspect's relatives went to the post and started creating disturbance as he attempted to rescue the suspect. The OCS says the said relative, identified as James Mwiti, was also arrested and placed in the said police vehicle ready to be taken to Lare Police Station before the same vehicle could return back to Lesuti Police Post to pick the robbery suspect. Mwiti is alleged to have used some of his friends to block the Antobetwe Lare Road and waylay the police.
Kufika kwa kambi wakanikamata, wakaniweka ndani, tukaenda paka kwangu nyumbani. Wakafanya chachi yenye walikuwa wanafanya. Baada ya hapo tukua tunatoka ndio tukakuta barabara yote imefungwa na raia. Sasa hapo mimi sikuwa na makosa yoyote.
A bad situation quickly turned worse and near deadly when the residents of the area which had blocked off the road set tires on fire and stoned the police vehicle, forcing the police officers to run for cover. Police described the situation as a battle when the rowdies who engaged the officers hit the vehicle with stones, leading to breakage of its windscreen.
Wakafunga barabara na wakapiga gari. Dhibitisho tosha ya kwamba walikuwa na shida na askari.
The OCS has urged members of the public not to be used by criminals to engage police officers while on their line of duty by attacking them, adding that this was the 4th police vehicle within this year to be attacked in the same area of Antobetwe by members of the public who act as sympathizers of criminals. Leila Mohammed, NTV.
Well, there is a general improvement in the corporate governance disclosure by issuers of securities in the capital markets in the period between July 1st, 2019 and June 30th, 2020. This is according to the Capital Markets Authority, which says that the overall weighted score for all issuers stood at 72% in the period under review, an improvement from the 61% registered a year earlier. Julian Samboko with the details.
In an assessment which covered 48 issuers of securities in the 12 months ended June 2020, the Capital Markets Authority has lauded what it terms as a general improvement in corporate governance disclosures by issuers, enabling investors to make better decisions. The authority's Chief Executive Officer Wycliffe Shamia says that strengthening of corporate governance is crucial in enhancing the performance of various asset classes available to investors in the country.
You look at the quality of management in these companies, how investors put their management to task to explain their plans, strategic plans, and the issue is, are we doing that? I think this is something we need to look at more. Because I believe even in assets that look weak, if certain decisions are taken in the right direction, they will improve over time.
The Capital Markets Authority developed the corporate governance reporting template in partnership with the International Finance Corporation. Wycliffe Shamia has challenged issuers of securities to do a lot more in involving investors in their decision-making to strengthen Kenya's capital markets.
To what extent do we involve institutional investors in matters around decision-making, having new ideas in these companies, and just ensuring their businesses do as well as they are expected as per their strategic plans.
The report on corporate governance comes at a time when there have been growing concerns around select players in the collective investment scheme segment of Kenya's market. Julian Amboko, NTV.
Well, in other news making headlines internationally, after a week-long detention, Uganda's human rights lawyer Nicholas Opiyo has been released on bail and charges of money laundering dropped ahead of the contentious presidential election slated for January 2021. A court in Uganda granted bail to the country's human rights campaigner and outspoken government critic, drawing condemnation from around the globe and strident calls for his immediate release. James Jane Okuo Kajuba rejected the case made by state prosecutors for keeping Opiyo behind bars without granting him bond. Police alleged that Opiyo had received a grant of $340,000 through proceeds of crime to fund Chapter 4 Uganda, a prominent legal organization which specializes in defending civil society groups. Many still hold the view that Opiyo was arrested for his political inclinations. And in the sporting world, Atletico Madrid will end the year atop the La Liga table after beating Getafe 1-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Luis Suarez scored the only goal in the 20th minute to hand Atletico manager Diego Simeone victory in his 500th game in charge of the club. Simeone's side, who are chasing a first league title since 2014, have won 301 matches under his tenure. Atletico are 2 points clear of rivals and defending champions Real Madrid, who were held to a 1-1 draw at Elche. A header from Luka Modric gave the champions the lead in the 20th minute before Fidel Chavez leveled the Elche from the penalty spot in the 52nd minute. Meanwhile, Granada beat Valencia 2-1 as Celta Vigo won 2-1 against Huesca.
First headed Carvajal, hands all over Antonio Barragan, and Fidel from the penalty spot, making no mistake, his 4th goal of the season. Elche on level terms. Nearly got even better for them. Lucas Boye with the turn and shot that grazed the outside of the post. Courtois well beaten. Dani Carvajal running onto a through ball from Toni Kroos, forcing a really good save from Edgar Badia, looking for the far corner.
Now, champions Liverpool took a 3-point lead in the Premier League as they played a barren draw against Newcastle United at St James Park. Mohamed Salah missed 2 opportunities either side of halftime, but the hosts were inspired by goalkeeper Carl Darlow and his spirited Newcastle defenders. The Reds end the year where they started, but a second consecutive draw against a team in the bottom half means they are only 3 points clear of Manchester United, who have a game in hand. Manchester United will take on Aston Villa at Old Trafford tomorrow at Everton, as Everton host West Ham United at Goodison Park.
It's Alexander-Arnold. It's Mane! Oh, he does that so well. And that's on towards Mohamed Salah. Is this Liverpool's moment? It's Salah. Well, it's 2 huge chances for him now. Andrew Robertson with Liverpool's corner. And the goalkeeper doesn't get there. Firmino who arrives. Here comes Newcastle's free kick, taken by Ritchie. Right round the back it goes, and the header down, and that's a stunning save. Thiago sees the crossfield ball for Alexander-Arnold, puts it right on his toe. Alexander-Arnold with the cross. In they come, it's Sadio Mane. Oh, what a clearance. Up they go, and the header down, saved. Salah tries to get there, and Newcastle do brilliantly well. And you start to get the feeling that Liverpool could play all night here and not score.
Well, I don't know if I'd be wrong to say that it doesn't look very good for Liverpool, but you know what? Go Red Devils tomorrow as your next match comes. Well, that's all we had lined up for you this hour. Many thanks for watching. Looking forward to what the next year will be bringing ahead of us. In the next couple of hours, we'll be saying goodbye to 2020 and hello to 2021. We'd like to also know maybe what your expectations are for the next year. Talk to us at NTV Kenya, at Zainab Ismail. Have yourself a lovely afternoon.
This is NTV.
Events were not paying as much.
We're not making money.
You lose yourself.
It's nearly like falling in love with somebody.
Passion is madness.
Welcome to Nomoja Izin.
The only thing that got us where we are is somebody saying there's something here.
Safaricom were the first people to put me on a plane.
And I think there's a great opportunity for us to be able to go beyond together.
In your paper this week, torturous journey back. Post-COVID recovery will be slow and tough for economies due to limited resources. Bankable markets. Kenyan banks find Rwanda profitable for its business. Plus, our opinion leaders. Ceasefire. Continental Trade Bloc should preach peace in the Horn of Africa by Rafael Obonyo. Year ender. COVID-19, absence of summit meeting strike a blow to East African community integration. For these and more stories, get your copy of the East African.
They recognize that there is no wall that you can build that can keep the enemy away from you if God doesn't keep you safe. And that's a big lesson for us.
Happy New Year, folks. What does it mean to have a rustic style?
It's all about balance and perspective and like the feeling that you're trying to get.
What can you add to your spaces to have a rustic look?
This provides a bit of contrast, kind of creates a bit more of a rough and ready space.
And an understanding about metal as a building material.
For us, we are making some unique things such as gates, pizza ovens,
We have things like grills, which are unique in the market.
Catch the show this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on NTV.
Taught us sallallahu alayhi wasallam that we should keep cleanliness. Actually, he said that cleanliness is what is best for a Muslim. And from him, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, hand washing, which is part of cleanliness, hand washing, that we wash our hands, we wash our faces, we wash every time with soap. This is part of what the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.